All right, folks, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a few days, maybe to about a week since I've uploaded, but I want to bring you this story here, something I want to talk about, something a little more mature, something kind of inappropriate. So if you got little kids around, you got the guppies around, tell them to go inside, play Roblox, play Angry Bird, whatever it is kids play nowadays, Bejeweled Blitz, if you will. So judging by the title, you could see, Roland Martin has his Jeffrey Toobin moment. Now, let's take it back a few years to about, I want to say COVID time, maybe a year after COVID. First, let's touch upon Jeffrey Toobin and what he did, what had happened to him. Well, no, it was more so what he did, more than it was what happened to him, because he's the one that made it happen. If you don't remember, if you didn't know, I believe he was a CNN contributor. Jeffrey Toobin, he was on a Zoom call with a bunch of his colleagues, and Jeffrey turns off. Well, no. The meeting's over, right? The meeting concludes, or they take a break or something. The meeting stops, and old boy Jeffrey pauses the video, or no, he doesn't pause the video. Actually, he thinks his camera's off, then pulls out his Richard and starts wanking it while the camera is still going. He didn't turn his video off. Now, I didn't see that, nor did I see what happened to Roland Martin. Many people have seen it and have confirmed that it is true. So I kind of want to talk about this here. Roland Martin, similarly, now he didn't whip out his Richard, but recently there was a Kamala Harris, I want to say it was a Kamala Harris speech or something along the lines that had to do with Kamala Harris speaking. There was some sort of video involving her, and he was kind of live streaming it. Excuse me, he was live streaming it on his platform. I want to say it was on YouTube. And after she gives her piece and, she's done talking, and they want to pan the camera back to Mr. Roland Martin to speak on it, instead of jumping back to Roland Martin in his chair for him to speak on it, the camera pans to male African-American butt cheeks. From what I read, because I didn't see it, but the folks that I heard talk about it, from what I heard and saw from them, it was a very muscular black man in assless chaps just shaking his rump. And that's what the camera kind of panned to, or it shifted to, rather. It was like a jump cut from a Kamala Harris speech to African-American male butt cheeks. And Roland Martin recently, I kind of wanted to wait, and this happened, I want to say last week, and I wanted to wait until maybe he had something to say about it or something. And he did reply. It wasn't an outright response to what happened, but one of his detractors or rivals, so to speak, I believe her name is Angela Stanton or Staten, one of the two, forgive me. I'm not really tapped in with politics like that, but yeah, so Angela was like, yeah, see, this is what happens, I told you a lot of the men in the Democratic Party are gay. And he kind of clapped back, no pun intended. He said something along the lines of, well, hey, we were streaming from Twitter. I was going to say X. I'm not calling it X. Sorry, Elon, not sorry. He was like, yeah, we're streaming it from Twitter, and Twitter is very, there's a lot of that sort of content on there, and that's what it is. In fact, the last stream I had sometime in the past panned to a chick in a bikini who was, gyrating and whatnot. So, take that sort of thing is what his response was. That doesn't really help anything. It kind of shows that you didn't learn your lesson, because if you were on Twitter doing that and then you you went to something inappropriate, and then this time around you do the same thing on Twitter, and then it's something even more inappropriate that kind of makes you look a certain way, that tells me you didn't learn your lesson, or you're lying and you do in fact love black male booty butt cheeks. It's one of the two options. There's only two. There's a fork in the road. There's only two paths. So, excuse me. I had a YouTube channel previously, a long time ago, and when the Jeffrey Toobin thing happened, I spoke on this as well. Jeffrey Toobin and Roland Martin, you two need to practice semen retention. You cannot be thinking with that little head. And look, Roland Martin, whether you are or are not gay, the fact that you were looking at that right before your live stream, and then you're going to kind of try to play like, oh no, it's Twitter's fault. Come on, bruv. Come on. You can't do that. Think with the big head. Think with this one. All right? Don't think with the little head. All right? Just be careful, man. Just be on top of things. Dot your I's, cross your T's. You know what I'm saying? And one more thing I wanted to say about this, kind of just some food for thought maybe. There is a content creator named Oshay Duke Jackson, and what Oshay Duke Jackson said, he said something that kind of made me think a little bit. Now, Oshay, for those of you who don't know Oshay makes content on, you know, the black manosphere, the black male manosphere sort of thing. And I obviously am not a black male. I'm Indian American, born here in California. But I do watch his content. I do kind of, you know, keep up with what he posts. One, he's funny. And two, he brings a lot of interesting perspectives, such as the one I'm about to share with you right now. Oshay said something along the lines of, it seems like a lot of these Democratic men are pro-woman, pro, you know, female empowerment. And not that we don't want female empowerment, but it seems like they're that way because they are either closeted, like Roland Martin might be, or they're very, very submissive, and it's just all go, you know, girl power, you go girl sort of thing with these guys, and they defer to their woman. So that got me thinking, like, damn, that's a good point, you know, maybe because the first thing we say when something like this happens is gay, 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 gay. He's gay, 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 gay. Which, I mean, that's the easy thing to say, right? But what if he's just a very submissive man, right? Now, if you're a male looking at black male booty butt cheeks, more oftentimes than not, you're probably gay, right? You're probably more gay than submissive. And not that the two go hand in hand, because I know a couple gay guys who will fuck somebody up. All right, they would, yes, they would. But it got me thinking, like, you know, what if these guys are a little submissive? What if these guys are a little, you know, a little sweet? You got some sweetness to them. I don't know, you know. I'd love to hear what you guys think, because I mean, that's really about all the video I got. Other than that, man, I'm gonna see y'all on the next. I gotta go. Peace.